Hello, I'm Pastor Arthur Smith, and life is the best thing going. We are here in day 3 of our 21-day Daniel lifestyle campaign at St. James Family Worship here in Wetumpka, Alabama. And let me give you a quick devotional. Proverbs 20:30 says, sometimes it takes a painful experience to make us change our ways. Oftentimes, God uses pain, uses trials to get us to change directions, because oftentimes we're off course and God has to get us back on course. And sometimes pain is a good way to get us back on course. Another thing is oftentimes we often have to get sick before we get interested in our health as far as eating healthy. So we're going to be helping you over the course of the next 21 days to cook differently and to eat differently. Have had a lot of requests about breakfast foods. What can I eat that's very healthy for breakfast? Understand that we're not using meat. We've thrown away meat. We've thrown away salt, oil, and sugars and dairy products, because those products cause health hazards, and we want to be healthy. Above all things, God wants us to prosper, be in health as our souls prosper. So today I'm going to be cooking a scramble for you for basically breakfast. You can do it at any time, because know that you can eat breakfast any time of the day. But this is a healthy breakfast scramble that I'm going to be fixing. Now, I've already prepped, so I have my stuff already together. I'm using red and yellow bell peppers. Also have just a little bit of broccoli that I'm going to throw in. We're going to be sauteing it in just a little bit. Also have a cup of, that was a cup of bell peppers with just a little bit of broccoli. Also a cup of onions. Got some diced tomatoes that I have drained, brought them out of the can. No salt added. Make sure the sodium is low. Got a cup and a half of potatoes, diced potatoes. And I have cauliflower. And we're going to do something with this cauliflower, because once we get started sauteing it good, we're going to add our spices. And into the spices, what I have is black pepper. I've got a teaspoon of black pepper, teaspoon of garlic powder, quarter teaspoon of chipotle, smoked red jalapenos, got a quarter teaspoon of turmeric, and turmeric is actually going to turn this cauliflower yellow, and it's going to actually look like eggs. Also a quarter teaspoon of smoked paprika, and we're going to use this later. We're not going to put it in yet. We're going to get the sauteing process going, and we're going to also go ahead and put in 2 cloves of garlic that we're going to be sauteing in also. Now I like to put basically a cup of 2 teaspoons of lemon, and I'm going to add just a second 2-3 tablespoons of water so that my food does not stick to the pan. So we're getting ready to get the sauteing started, and I'll be back in just a minute. Now we're going to saute this for about 5 minutes, making sure that it doesn't stick. I'm using a non-stick pan. I'm back and we're stirring it, looking real good. You can see that the onions have turned sort of translucent, so I'm going to add my spices that we talked about earlier and stir. And once I get my spices stirred in, I'm going to let it cook for another 3 to 5 minutes, and we should be ready to eat. And if you'll notice, as I'm scrambling, The turmeric in the spices is turning the cauliflower somewhat yellow. It's taking on a yellow look. It's doing somewhat of the same to the potatoes. So let's let this cook for another couple of minutes. All right, now my breakfast scramble is ready to eat. I'm choosing to eat it with toast with some fruit jelly on top of it. And since watermelon is in season and I love watermelon, my favorite fruit, I'm going to have some watermelon with it. Now with my toast, sometimes I'll use maple syrup and sometimes I'll eat waffles or pancakes with my breakfast scramble. Understand that when you're eating this 21-day Daniel lifestyle, eat as much as you want. We're not counting calories or anything. We're eating to get healthy. Most of the time what you're eating is poisoning your system. What we're doing now is putting food in you that's going to help heal your body all over again. All right, it's been fun. Pastor Smith, life is the best thing going. See you next time.
Victory, 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 victory. I've got the victory.